for pleasant feeling does not lie behind this. He understands as it really is the origin and the passing away, the gratification, danger and escape in the case of these feelings. Since he understands these things, the underlying tendency to ignorance in regard to neither painful nor pleasant feeling does not lie behind this. If he feels a pleasant feeling, he feels it detached. If he feels a painful feeling, he feels it detached. If he feels a neither painful nor pleasant feeling, he feels it detached. This monk is called a noble disciple who is detached from birth, aging and death, who is detached from sorrow, lamentation, pain, displeasure and despair, who is detached from suffering, I say. This monk is the distinction, the disparity, the difference between the learned noble disciple and the unlearned or ordinary worldling. The wise one, learned, does not feel the pleasant and painful mental feeling. This is the great difference between the wise one and the worldling. For the learned one who has comprehended the Dhamma, who clearly sees this world and the next, desirable things do not provoke his mind. Towards the undesired he has no aversion. For him, attraction and repulsion no more exist. Both have been extinguished, brought to an end. Having known the dust-free, sorrowless state, the transcender of existence rightly understands. That's the end of the sutta. So here the Buddha says that the difference between an ordinary worldling and Arion disciple is that the ordinary worldling is struck by two darts. One is the body pain, the other one is the mental pain. Whereas the Arion disciple is only struck by one dart, bodily suffering. So why? Because the Arion disciple, he understands the Dhamma. He understands that everything arises from causes and conditions. And because they arise from past causes and conditions, there is nothing much you can do about it. We can only plan for the future. We can only do something now to affect the future. We cannot change what is happening now, because what is happening now is karma vipaka, mainly. Causes and conditions from the past has been set in motion so that whatever causes, conditions that we generated in the past, now the results are coming to us. So because we understand this, then whatever comes our way, we accept it. We accept it, then this is our fate. So that being the case, when we suffer, we don't have mental suffering because we don't think so much about it. For ordinary people, when suffering comes, they cannot accept it, you see, because they don't understand. Because they don't understand, they cannot accept things. So then they have bodily suffering plus the mental suffering. The mental suffering is made by themselves because of proliferation of thoughts, because of not understanding the Dhamma, and because their mind is not cultivated to be strong. So there's a difference between an ordinary person and a learned noble disciple. So a noble disciple, if he feels a pleasant feeling or so, he feels it detached. He makes himself detached from it because he understands if he attaches to it, it will be a source of suffering in future. So when he feels a painful feeling or so, he feels it detached. It's not that he does not have the pain. He has the body pain, but he does not multiply the pain by thinking about it and getting mental pain as well. So when there is a neutral feeling, also he understands. So that's the end of the sutta. So for tonight, I'll end the sutta here. This chapter on feelings also is quite important to understand. Yes.
I don't know whether it's a Vipassana Jhana meditation books refer to.
Oh yes. Because they say that you are concentrated one object after another, so they call it vipassana jhana. But the Buddha never talked about vipassana jhana, so it's created by these vipassana monks.
I was wondering how can we develop jhana and the mind is moving from object to object?
That is not jhana at all. Jhana, there's only one jhana. There is the Buddha's jhana, not the vipassana jhana. And the description of jhana is very clear in the Suttas. How you attain the jhanas and the states of the jhana. Description of all the jhanas are given very clearly in the Suttas. In the case of the vipassana jhana, the 5 hindrances are not eliminated, so how can it be jhana?
I think the contemplation on feelings, based on the suttas that we studied tonight, is that the way to contemplate on as feeling, painful feeling, as a pleasant feeling, as painful? These are methods that we should be using in contemplate on feeling.
Yes, it is a method, but then without cultivating your mind, it's very difficult to actually practice it. Just like we say, we like to radiate metta, but if your mind is not strong, you're not actually radiating metta. And also, because your mind is not strong, sometimes you think you want to radiate metta, but somebody says something nasty, immediately your metta has vanished. So unless your mind is strong, it is one thing to say you want to practice something. It's another thing whether you can do it or not. That's the purpose of bhavana. Bhavana means development of the mind by meditation. Meditation in the Buddha's suttas always refer to the jhanas. There is no other meditation other than the jhanas in the Buddha's teachings. Because in the Majjhima Nikaya, Rabbi Ananda said the type of meditation praised by the Buddha is the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. And the type of meditation that the Buddha does not praise at all is the type of meditation where the 5 hindrances are not eliminated. So if you practice any meditation and you don't get rid of the 5 hindrances, that is not Buddhist meditation at all.
So the theory means we have to develop the jhanas first, then go into mindfulness of feelings.
You have to do both together, because this theory and practice, you need both together. That's why study of the suttas, we combine with the meditation practice. So we progress in both ways. Actually, in the one of the Satipatthana Samyutta Suttas, the Buddha told one of his monk disciples that 2 foundations are necessary before you practice meditation. One is sila, keeping good moral conduct. The second foundation is right view, because right view comes from understanding the suttas. So after you have attained these 2 foundations, then only the Buddha says you practice the Satipatthana meditation.
Okay. What's the difference between proliferation and contemplation?
Proliferation means proliferation of thoughts, useless proliferation of thoughts that lead to a lot of views, like where did I come from? After death, where will I go? Who made me? Who made this world? And all this, the Buddha says, arises because of the conceit I am or I exist. Once you have the concept, the conceiving that I exist, then you start asking questions. You have all these views. Where did I come from and all these things. And the other word you said is what? Contemplation. Contemplation is reflection. Like when we study the Buddha's words, then we reflect on it, contemplate on it, we digest it. So they are different. Contemplation is control, skillful application of the mind, wholesome application of the mind. But the other one, proliferation, is unskillful application of the mind, unbeneficial application of the mind. Say again.
Buddha asks us to investigate one of the five aggregates. So for people who are not obtained Jhana, how is there a way we can do that?
Yeah, by studying the Suttas. Study the Suttas will give you a lot of ammunition to investigate the five aggregates. And then when you study the Suttas, you reflect on it, you try to understand the Buddha's words. And if you are able to understand most of the Buddha's words in the Suttas, then you would have attained right view. And when you attain right view, you have already become an Arya.
Nothing. In a few days' time, we will be entering into the Chinese hungry ghost mind. Like to backtrack to Lakkhana Samyutta, where...
Which Samyutta?
Lakkhana Samyutta.
Lakkhana.
Yeah, Lakkhana Samyutta. Where Venerable Moggallana and Buddha describe how human beings commit evil karma, spend thousands of years in hell, and then as a result of their karma, and then they still have to suffer more when they are being reborn as beta ghosts. So, what we have been reading 35 Samyuttas, and the Buddha has been telling us, the disciple, to practice to help themselves out of samsara. But so far the Buddha never mentioned anything about helping beta ghosts or people from beings from the hell world to get out of hell or to go from their brother state that they're in. So we're wondering how can the Mahayana concept of how to be practiced. But one thing for sure, I know they need a lot of money during this time. So can Bhante explain?
In the Buddha's teachings, the original Buddha's teachings in the Nikayas, nobody can help another person to go for rebirth. Even the Buddha also cannot help anyone to go for rebirth. If the Buddha can, then he would have helped all the beings in the woeful plains to come out of hell by, for example, making a vow, like they say, Amitabha Buddha made a vow. The only way we can help these beings in the other realms of existence, the Buddha says, is like in that sutta where Brahmin came to ask the Buddha. He said the Brahmin practice when their relative passes away, they offer food